Our top focus on the show today, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has made it clear that billionaire ally Elon Musk is not taking the presidency.
And this comes as his opponents are trying to suggest this idea. Now, Trump has tasked Musk, the world's richest person, with heading a budget-cutting task force. But he will hold no official position in Washington. Despite this, he has become a polarizing figure in U.S. policymaking.
The comments, which Trump made in front of conservative supporters in Phoenix, Arizona, it comes after Musk and Trump defeated an initial bipartisan deal this week to continue government funding, throwing the U.S. Congress into disarray.
The Congress, however, passed spending legislation early on Saturday in a down-to-the-wire burst of activity that will avert a destabilizing government shutdown ahead of the busy holiday travel season.
And no, he's not taking the presidency. I like having smart people. You know, they're on a new kick. Russia, 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 Ukraine, 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 all the different hoaxes. And the new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? He's done a great job.
Meanwhile, even though Trump is all set to return to the White House, his daughter Ivanka has no plans of returning to politics. Ivanka, who had been a key figure in Trump's professional life and political ventures in January 2021, left Washington and in 2022 announced her withdrawal from politics. She called it a negative sector to work in.
Now, according to one of her friends cited by CNN, she is content with her decision and is prioritizing her family, attempting to find some privacy and pursuing new interests.
The reports come a day after the U.S. President-elect's daughter-in-law, Lara, withdrew from consideration for a seat in the U.S. Senate, her stepping down this month as a co-chairwoman of the Republican National Committee, RNC, had further fueled speculation that she might replace outgoing Senator Marco Rubio, who is a Florida Republican whom Trump had nominated for Secretary of State. And well, for more on this, we are now being joined by Mark Merowitz. He's a professor at the State University of New York, Maritime College, and political analyst. Welcome to World DNA, Mr. Merowitz.
Pleasure.
Your first reaction to Trump rejecting the taunt that Elon Musk is perhaps real power behind U.S. President-elect, and also shed some light as to what was the need for Trump to come out and clear the rumors.
Look, I mean, it's a non-issue. It's of no significance. I don't know who raised it. The fact is that Elon Musk is an extraordinary figure in the world today, and so is Trump. Trump is a game changer. You know, he's shattering all kinds of things that we think about the presidency. I mean, you just mentioned it. He wants the Panama Canal back. I mean, every day it's something else. And he also insisted this time that the Republicans not approve the continuing resolution because there was no opening of the cap on the debt ceiling. And in comes Musk, and Musk says, you know, this bill you're passing is 1,000 pages and nobody read it. So I think they're making valid points. Look, Musk sent up rockets that are unbelievable. He created Starlink. He also is the leading social media person in the world. And he's a perfect teammate to Trump. And as Trump says, he wasn't born in the United States, so he can't be president. And so it's a non-issue. It's just not. And I don't feel that Musk is a polarizing issue, a person at all. I think contrarily, he is a fresh air to looking at the bills and figuring out what the government does and cutting government waste. We really need somebody to come along like him, who's not paid government official, to actually look at the government with Vivek Ramaswamy and figure out what they're spending money on. I think it's fantastic and very innovative. And the opponents of Trump are always looking for something to attack Trump about. And this one is, I believe, a bogus issue. It's not an issue. And I think it's very meritorious what Musk is doing. And he's helping this country to eliminate duplication and waste. And also, the congressmen were going to pay themselves an increase, and they hid that in the 1,000-page bill. And, you know, thank you very much, Mr. Musk, for bringing that to the attention of the American people. Because, you know, we're not going to let the congressmen to get away with, you know, hiding those things. They have to tell us about what they're doing. So bravo to Elon.
Okay, it's interesting that you pointed out it's not an official position, right? So in a Congress, of course, there's opposition that needs to bring out anything that's going wrong if it's a bill. But this guy, Elon Musk, of course, he has no official position. He has not been given. How much an influence do you think he would have on the Congress? And of course, and it's not just like U.S. politics, but of course, international as well. And without an official position given from the U.S. government, how much of an influence does Elon Musk hold?
First of all, it's interesting we have this conversation in December 22nd when the president-elect doesn't take office till January 20th. You know, we're actually treating Trump like he's the president already, and Elon Musk is in there as an advisor. But the truth of the matter is this. Presidents of the United States have sought advice and guidance from many private individuals in American history. There is nothing malevolent or wrong about it. And here he has someone who is truly an innovative genius, who is capable of doing amazing things and will be a great, great resource for the American government. And he's not charging for it. And in fact, this DOGE, this Department of Government Efficiency, is going to have volunteers coming in and helping to find waste and inefficiency. I think that's a great thing. So I don't think it's in any way problematic and doesn't interfere with the separation of powers or the checks and balances. The president is seeking advice, as presidents have done throughout history, from private persons who help the president do the best job for the American people.
Right.
So
You just mentioned that he won't be charging anything. But again, in the end of the day, he is a businessman who is also, trying to, of course, put his perspective on bipartisan budget proposals. How do you see that?
Well, you know, we have lobbyists in this country who represent corporations and interests and NGOs who are lobbying the Congress all the time, and who actually fundraise for Congress. We're a democracy. We allow these things to go on because we're a free country. So similarly, you are right that Elon Musk's brand, his brand is going to be increased. If he's not as famous as the world's most world famous person today, he's going to be even more famous and influential tomorrow. But he's a multi-bazillionaire. He's the richest man in the world. So think about it. What he's doing might be heightening his own personal agenda, perhaps, but lobbyists are doing that all the time in Congress, and people and corporations are lobbying the president all the time. And that's what we do in a free democracy like America or India or wherever you have. This is the freedom, the ability to express views and express and be and influence policy. So I don't see Musk is someone coming up in the way trying to make a business. He's already so rich that the only thing he might get out of this is maybe, believe it or not, the altruistic effort to help the American people. That's kind of what I think it is. I don't think it's a business venture for him. Look already what he's amassed. So I think I commend him overall for helping the American people and cutting waste in government. You would agree, even let's say in India's bureaucracy, America's bureaucracy, hey, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's get more money back to the people who really need it. That's what I think.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us on World DNA, Mr. Mirowitz.
My pleasure.